we have Miss Erica Haynes, who has been dialing out of our Arizona office. Let's make sure we get her all teed up. I feel like I'd always tower over the guests. So, we good?
Very good.
Good?
Yep.
Okay.
A little nervous.
Don't even be nervous. Just 150 of your closest friends.
Don't
That's
tell
fine.
anybody how I smell right now.
You smell fine. You smell fine. Okay. All right. So everybody on, we have, so what's fun about this is for all of you to understand is that I was in Erica's exact shoes 2.5 years ago. So was Julius, so was Nina, so was John Kennedy, so was Eleanor Street, so was Jordan, so was Ashley, so was Al, so was Cham, so was all of our top, so was Genevieve, so was all of our, I love you all. You know I love you. But so was all of our top producers. And the thing is that, having Nikita on, now Erica, they saw something. They saw a way out from wherever they were. They saw a bigger potential. Maybe they saw something that they've been looking for their whole life, like the majority of us have, and the majority of you have. And it's just deciding to get out of that bottom 133 and get in the top 50 and get in the top 25 and get in the top 14 because life's better there. Top 14, week 2. Why not you? Clap it up. So I'm very grateful for Nikita coming on and also to have Erica come on and share. And she's going to just kind of talk and tell her story. But Erica's 2-3 week, second full week, pretty much.
Yeah, it's our last Monday, so
yeah,
8 days.
8
Oh wait,
days.
what's today?
Thursday.
Yeah,
so
bad
like
math, 10 days.
No, yeah,
Perfect.
10 days. And your first week you did like 5, 6, 7.
6,800.
6,800 first week. So it's her second week. She did 12,000. Submit. Okay, so let's just do some math. Submit. She's gonna get advanced. Let's say 80% of it sticks. She's gonna get. So help me out. Where are we at? 9,600. And then an advance of that 9,600 is gonna be right around $6,000-7,000 deposited in her bank account for protecting families that requested it. Is that pretty cool?
Pretty awesome.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
Why doesn't everybody do this?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. So Erica's on here. I'd love for you just to, obviously just share a little bit about your backstory, a little bit about what you're doing before us, how you found us, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was a very young mom, and I happened to land in recruitment when I was 19 and just fell in love, like helping people, calling them, letting them know that I was going to help them get food on their table by providing them a job. It was super fulfilling for me. So I've always been in corporate America, and at the beginning of this year, I decided I wanted more. I loved doing what I was doing, but I felt like I wasn't making enough money. And so I moved into small business, and I got kind of a taste of being my own boss, but I just chose the wrong company. So the culture was bad, and it just wasn't run the way I wanted to. And Julius and I actually used to go to the same gym, and we happen to live in the same community. So we have a community pool. So he goes with his daughter Bella, I go with my son Jason. And one day after the pool, I was just kind of talking, and Julius and I had a conversation about FFL and what he was doing. And I was having a conversation with my son and telling him, I think I might do it. I think I might do what Julius does. And he said, really? I said, yeah. And he goes, all right, well, why not? I said, honestly, I'm scared. Like, I've never done sales, and I didn't know if he would understand the process, but I was explaining to him that I would have to invest money to do this. And I tell you, Grady, he looked me straight in the eye and said, well, yeah, you have to spend money to make money if you want to be rich. And I was like,
how old is your son?
He's 10. So I was like, yeah. And he just without blinking an eye. And I said, okay, well, but what if I suck at sales? I've never done it. And he goes, well, yeah, you're probably going to suck if you think like that. And it was literally that second that I thought to myself, I made that. And he has so much confidence and can understand the big picture that I'm going to do it. So I reached out to Julius, and here we are.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. What's your name, Jason?
His name's Jason. Yeah.
Jason. So at 8 years from now, Jason will be a Hall of Fame producer by the time he's gonna kill it.
Yeah, I actually have a 17-year-old daughter too, and she's already told me by January I better hire her as an assistant. That's good. I have some goals.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Jason Robbins, your son, is just motivational. But so Julius introduced, you got started. How did you find like the licensing process and all that kind of, I mean, be honest, it just took a minute to
It was hard for me. Once I decided to go full force, I actually took some time off. I had been working since I was a teen because I was a young mom, and I said, you know what, I'm going to take this time, I'm going to study, and I'm just going to put everything forth. So yeah, but it took a while, and it was a little frustrating. And then once I got started, I felt like I did use that time to my benefit. And so I was able I was able to study. I was listening to YouTube while I was at the gym instead of music. And I was just really all in on FFL, even while I was studying. So
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can take the time you have while you're waiting for your writing numbers to come in and did you go through boot camp?
I did. Twice.
Twice. Oh.
Yeah.
Good job, Alex. What'd you think about boot camp?
I loved it. I just think there's so much important information in there, and you really get what you want out of it. So if you're doing it just to say, yes, I've done it, you know, if you're trying to go through it so that you can tell your upline, yes, I did it, then you probably shouldn't be here, right?
I would agree.
You want to take notes and use all of that material. And I think all of that pre-studying really got me to where I am today. I found some people in the boot camp and the YouTube that I really related with. I'm lucky to be in Phoenix, so some of them are here local and I got to meet them. But I think that's really it, is just finding someone that you can connect with, that you can hear their words but also feel it. And
who do you I mean,
for me, so I have like two different sections. So when it comes to like objections and things like that, I listen to a lot of Julius, Matt Smith, and then Paul McLean. And when it came to relating, it was more with Nina, Marissa, and Ashley. I felt like they were just very calm. I actually was laughing with Lawrence earlier because he was listening to my call and he said, "You sound really bossy, but in a nice way." And I said, "What does that mean?" So I think it was just being low and calm.
You're talking about dialing?
Yeah. And dialing. Yeah. Because I think that's where I thought I was going to struggle the most. Mm-hmm. So, and that has found not to be true.
Dialing it's an evil beast that we have to conquer every time we dial, until you get that dialing swagger, right? And you kind of just get it, and you just know that as soon as someone answers, you have the objections, right? You're probably approaching a point now. When you booked, how many points now? The points of 70, 80?
Yeah, it's been a lot.
You've been booking.
It's been good.
But it's a couple of parts there, right? She said she listened to a lot of training, so she's getting the right mindset. Did you happen to take notes at all when you listen to trainings?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Irony.
I still keep them in front of me every day.
Good. That's good. That's the thing. It's like, we want to be, as people, as kids, as adults, as independent as fast as possible, right? I got it, move out of my way.
Yeah.
But it takes the responsible, disciplined person to know that you don't have it yet, right? I still take notes in every meeting I'm in. When I get back on the plane, I read my notes, I highlight them, I'll review them, right? You review the highlight points because those are obviously the ones that stuck in you the most. And that's a big thing. Like, as you listen to trainings, and everyone on here, like, don't take what we're teaching today and go change everything, because you're probably pretty close to being really good. Take a few points. Take some of Nikita's door knocking. Take some of Nikita's phone script, and take some things we're gonna learn from Eric here shortly. But it's all about micro tweaks, right? Just percentage changes. 1, 2, 3, maybe things to implement. Don't dump everything. So, and what's ironic, myself, I learned how to sell from Paul McLean. Like, that listen to Paul over and over and over, taking notes, reading it, laying in bed with the book light. And like, I never read that much until I took notes at FFL, and then I would just read my FFL notes, because I'm like, if there's a bunch of great business books out there, great, that'll help with my mindset. But I need to learn the words to say tomorrow in an appointment.
Absolutely. I actually was listening to you on my way in today. So even though I have been pretty successful at setting appointments, I think it's so important to consistently get that in your mind and keep it fresh right before you dial. I
agree. So, okay, so let's talk about leads. So how's it been working leads?
It's been great. So I decided to go full, like, straight in. I know they say for new agents, you typically want to start with, 500 plus. I went in pretty hard. I decided to invest $1,200 my first week.
Great.
And so I actually worked those. I still have some right now. So in that, I did 40 bang bang and then 40 instant. And then I think it was late last week, Julius had sent out that there were some of the Facebook Mail Pros,
Mm-hmm.
and there was like 300 of them. So I said, all right, I'll give them a go. So I snagged 100 of them, and I actually made, I think it was on Tuesday, I sold to one of those, and it was 50% off. So it was already a $3 lead. I got it 50% off. I sold a $1,200 policy. I'm going to meet with her daughter tomorrow morning and her son on Saturday off $1.50.
It's good.
So pretty good.
So $1.50, you invested 100, so you invested basically $150 because
Yeah.
there's 50% off. Check the CRM, check the Facebook groups. There's sales all the time. And if there's not, there's still a really good price. So don't be the guy that doesn't buy leads because there's no sale going on.
Right.
Come on, there was no sales when I was buying leads, like ever. They started sales like 5 months ago. Julius and I, I've been dropping 10 G's a month for leads since 2018, and now there's having sales like it's going to style. So take it into sales. But that's great to see. Now, I would love right there, what was your method for getting those referrals?
I was just talking to them. Well, the daughter happened to be there, and so she was part of the process. And I noticed she was on the couch, but she kept kind of yelling over her shoulder. And I said, why don't you just come join? And while she was talking, I asked her if she had life insurance. She said no. Her husband didn't have any either. So I potentially may be writing them both, and then the brother as well. But it was really just asking questions and understanding my audience.
What'd you ask?
I just asked them, did they have life insurance? They said no. I said, why not? You're 53. Why are you waiting? Because the mother was in her 70s, and they said, oh no, we didn't really think about it. We'll probably do it when we're later. I said, okay, and then you're going to lock into prices like your mom is right now. And they just kind of looked at me. I said, the best time to do it is when you're younger, when you're healthy. Mm-hmm. So why are you waiting? And she just kind of looked at me and said, you're right. I said, okay, perfect. I do have an appointment right after this. And theoretically, I probably should have done it that day, but the husband wasn't there. Mm-hmm. And so I probably would have had to come back anyway. So I just felt like instead of a one-legger, I would come back. So
it's good. It's good. It's good. There's a good line, and this would be one I would recommend you all write down. You're only one prescription away from becoming uninsurable. And that's the thing that when people are like, I need to think about it, I need to look, or you're on the phone and they're like, I got a doctor's appointment on Thursday, let's do it Friday. And it's Tuesday, no, let's do it tomorrow, because you're one prescription away from becoming uninsurable. And that's the way where you can create urgency. And I mean, the whole thing is, our job is to help people make a decision that's going to improve their lives or improve their family's lives. And that's the thing that we need to become great at, is learning these just magic words. And that's how you get by listening to calls and listening to trainings and picking up these magic words and then challenge people. Why are you going to wait? You're 53. It's never going to be cheaper than it is today.
Pretty much.
And then you're going to start paying, or you're going to wait and pay your mom's prices. Ooh, no one wants to pay their mom's prices. So I love that. So let's do, what would you prefer? Do you feel more confident on the phone? I'd love to hear a couple, 2-3 minutes of.
Sure.
You want to do phone or you want to do in-home?
We can do phone.
Let's do phone. You've been dialing more than probably.
Awesome.
Okay. So you take it. Call me up.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hello, Grady?
Yes.
Hi, Grady. This is Erica getting back to you regarding the state-regulated final expense life insurance Sorry.
No, it's okay. You usually have your scripts. I'm kind of putting you at bay.
Actually, can I grab it?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. See, prepared. She keeps on her phone.
Sorry, guys.
You're good. No, you're fine. Everyone's here wanting to learn. Everyone wants to get better.
All right, awesome. Okay, so ring, ring.
Hello?
Hello, Grady?
Yes.
Hi, Grady. This is Erica getting back to you regarding the online request you sent in for the state-regulated life insurance program for final expense. I'm not a salesperson. I am the medical underwriter, and I'm putting your file together here so I can get this out to you. I just need to confirm a couple things with you.
Okay.
Perfect. I have your date of birth here listed as March 16th, 1987. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, great. And I do have your address listed as 777 6S Lane. Is that correct as well?
That is correct.
All right, awesome. So my job is pretty simple. Because I'm a medical underwriter and these plans are non-medical, I don't need to get any blood, urine, or anything like that. I simply just need to see you are who you say you are. Nobody is trying to do this without your permission. So I am super busy, and I see about 15 to 20 families a day. So this should only take about 10 minutes. I'll ask you a couple of questions and then I'll be along my way. And then I just kind of, at that point, I will then clear the calendar. So ask them, so are you still working or are you retired?
I'm retired.
Okay, great. And do mornings or afternoons typically work well for you?
Mornings are good.
Okay, great. So as I said, I am pretty busy, but I am going to be out in your area tomorrow. I can squeeze you in at either 9 or 10 a.m. Do either of those work for you?
No.
No? Okay, no problem. So I am out there 2 days. So if mornings work best, then it sounds like Friday at probably 9 a.m. would work for you.
That'd be fine. Yep.
Okay, great. So I would like to give you a confirmation code. Can you go grab a piece of paper and a pen for me?
Okay. Hold on. Okay.
Awesome. So the confirmation code is KJ0912. Can you read that back to me?
KJ0912.
Okay, perfect. And are there any gate codes or dogs that I should be made aware of?
No gates, just a little dog.
Okay, all right, great. And then this is a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Okay, awesome. And then are the letters are the numbers on the house visible, or are they going to be on the street?
They're on the house. Yeah, you can see them.
Okay, perfect. So again, my name is Erica. I am the medical underwriter. I do drive a black Mazda, so you know it's me when I'm coming. And are you good at keeping your appointments?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, great. So Grady, it was great speaking with you. I am going to put you down for Friday at 9 a.m.
Okay.
And there's no reason you shouldn't be there?
No, none that I can come up with now.
Okay, sounds good. I look forward to helping you on Friday at 9.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Very good. And I mean, there's schools of thought. It just, so my opinion, the open was longer than I think. I try to get them answered questions as fast as possible. I just try. I know Jamie uses that. I'm not a salesman line. He's booked like 200 appointments with it. I never said that because we used to say like, I'm not a telemarketer. And like,
Right.
I try to do anything I can to elevate myself. And when you say I'm not a salesman, what do you think? Salesman.
Okay.
Right? Like I'm out with my buddies and I'm calling my wife and I'm like, I'm being good, right? What's she now thinking? You're not being good, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just,
Right.
I try not to put any thoughts in people's heads that are opposite of what I want them to think. Like it came into my office. I've been assigned to take care of this with you. Just those words elevate you a little bit more than like a slangy, I'm not a salesman.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So just something.
I'll give it a go.
But if you've been booking 70 appointments,
yeah,
and it's working, do what works, right? It's just, I had figured to add something because it was great. So, or I didn't need to add anything, but very good. So I would love to maybe, as we conclude here, I know you're kind of, and this is an asterisk, right? We don't require, recommend, encourage recruiting at all until you're ready for it, right? Mm-hmm. Until you're confident in your own sales and that you want to do it. A lot of top producers have no interest in building a team. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to listen to them complain. I don't want to listen to them yammering on. I don't want to hear about how they need a lead credit. And I just don't want to deal with it. And then some people go, hey, I want to help people. I want to teach people what I've learned. I want to try to help this thing grow. And if I do okay on top of it, that's fine. Like me, this thing's far exceeded everything I thought was possible. And so, but now I'm like, my whole goal is to help Jordan and Julius and Nina and help Clay and all these people grow businesses who want to grow businesses so they can create the life that is possible now. So you've started some recruiting in some capacity. We just kind of, what's your thoughts on that, or how's it going? What's your goals?
Well, with the recruitment background, I felt like this was an opportunity for me to take my passion and learn a new skill at the same time. So it was just a natural transition for me. So I actually started recruiting right when I got my license. So at this point, we have, I don't know the difference between who's in contracting and who's studying or all of that. Okay. But we have about 15 or 16 people joining Guardian here soon.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Yeah. So it's a loaded question, but how do you like working with Clay?
I love him. So at first I was going to be directly under Julius, and he called me and said, you know what, I think you and Clay will work really well together. How do you feel about going on his team? I said, all right, let's do it. I met Clay, and I just it's a really good.
60K clay.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
easy to listen to people who sell a lot.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. It's easy for Julius to help find a great potential agent and place him with Clay because Clay sells a lot. And what is selling a lot do? It doesn't make Clay desperate to build a business. It doesn't put Clay in a position where he needs you. And it puts him in a position where he's got the background and education to be able to coach you. So, right? And you respect him for it. He's got the numbers. Dude's going to hit a Hall of Fame in his first full year.
Heck
So couldn't be in a better position. So as we conclude here, and I've been hitting, this is the third time I'm going to say it, don't be in the bottom 133 next week. Like, am I proud of you guys all for making a sale? And 17 of you guys were new, and I get it. But like, was it like, did you have to completely rearrange your entire life and lose sleep and not eat to go book your appointments and make money this past week?
No.
It's kind of like, it just becomes what you do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How do you like the schedule?
So I love it. I do have, the first week was a little bit of an adjustment going from being in an office to being in an office and then, going from house to house to house. So, but I love it. And honestly, there's no failing for me. If I'm going to be away from my children, I'm a single mom. And if I'm going to be away from them, I'm going to make it worth it. And right now I have an opportunity to make it worth it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So everyone, please clap it up for Erica. Drop an E in the comments below drop a 12. Let's drop a 12 in the comments below for what Erica wrote this past week. If you could thank her for how great she did. But this is our plea and our challenge to all of you. Go above and beyond. Find that next gear. Get uncomfortable, right? When if it's 8 o'clock at night and you're at 9 appointments, go dial for the next 55 minutes and you'll book 3 more. And now you just booked 33% more appointments because you have 12 now for the next 2 days instead of 9. That's what our top people do. They do just a little bit more. They push themselves just a little bit more. They get uncomfortable just a little bit more. And what I'd encourage all of you to do and plead and beg and challenge is just to go find that next gear within you because it's worth it. Are you happy with the money you're getting in your bank account right now?
Super happy. Can I add one thing?
Yes, you can.
On top of the door knocking, which was great, I actually shared with the team this week something I did. I was dialing and she answered, but she refused to book with me. She seemed very hesitant, like with strangers. So knocked on her door and I said, hi, America. Let her know who I was. And I said, I didn't want you to be unprotected because you're afraid to speak to a stranger. And she just kind of looked at me and said, that's absolutely right. And thanks for stopping by. And I walked in and I made a $2,500 sale.
Uncomfortable for you, baby, right? Yep. Super uncomfortable, right? This lady doesn't answer. She's kind of mean on the phone. She keeps hanging up on me.
Yeah.
Am I going to go drive across town to get yelled at in person? Or am I going to get over myself and go say, hey, you requested this coverage. I'm here just to show you what's available. Do you have 5 minutes?
Absolutely.
Great job, Erica.
Thanks, Grady.
All right, everybody, make it a great week. October is over. November is on the horizon. The holidays are the best time. People go, do the holidays slow down for you guys? We will have record-breaking the next 2 months, not for anything other than we're growing like crazy, but just that people are home. They're home now more than ever, but they're home and all they're doing is thinking about family. We've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, the holidays throughout December, and people are thinking about family more than ever, and all they want to do is put protection in place. So buckle up, get to work, dial the phone, and we'll see you on next week's call. Thank you, Erica. All right, bye for now.